Welcome to the Stretch to Go podcast. My name is Ian Ray, your host. And today I have Sam McIntosh from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, who works out of Boozy Barbell. She is a personal trainer, fascia stretch therapist, and a yoga practitioner. Sam, welcome to the Stretch to Go podcast.
Thank you. So glad to be here. I'm excited.
So let's dive in. Tell us, how did you get to personal training and doing health and fitness?
Okay, so my story kind of started back in like high school era. I had always done soccer, like I played soccer growing up, gymnastics. And then in high school, I kind of fell off a bit and my mental health was struggling a little bit. And then I found yoga. And I found that like through yoga and stretching and like coming back to the breath and all of that really helped my anxiety, my racing thoughts, all of that. Like I fell in love with yoga first. And then I became a yoga instructor in like 2018. Wanted to learn more about the body. I wanted to grow some muscle because I was fairly thin back then. And before I grew all this muscle. And so then I went to college and I got my personal training certification, did a fitness and health program, became a personal trainer around COVID time. And then I've kind of been a personal trainer ever since then. And then, so I was trying to grow some muscle, lifting heavier weights. And eventually, when I was like 20 years old, I pulled my back like pretty hard and had to go to a chiropractor. So the chiropractor was like, yeah, you have scoliosis. It's like, I didn't know I had scoliosis. Okay. This is why I keep hurting my back. This is why I feel like super misaligned all the time and why I really like yoga. Like it really helps with my body and like the tightness and stuff. So yeah, I found out I was scoliosis and that kind of like set me more into working with like mobility, working with people who have imbalances in my personal training career. Yeah, so that's kind of how I like started out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then where did fascia stretch therapy come in place? Like what year was that?
So that was pretty recent for me. So the gym that I work at, the owners, they went and got their FST certifications last spring. And like I've always heard about it. I've worked at a couple different gyms prior to this and like there's always trainers older than me that had like FST level 1, level 2, but like I never really knew what it was. And I knew about fascia a bit through yoga and like training and all of that. They went to go do it and then like you don't really get it until you get on the table, right? So they came back
Yeah.
and like did it for me and I was like I remember getting off the table and I was like, "Oh my god." Like I was like dancing around. Like my hips feel so loose. Like I've never felt like this loose before. I was like jumping around the rest of the day like so energetic. And lucky enough like the owners there like were like, "Yeah, if you want to go do this, like we'll like sponsor you basically." So yeah, and then I went and did that in the fall. So just a couple months ago, like maybe 6 months ago now. And
Okay.
here we are. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, because I got mines in July, not too long ago either. So we're probably like
Really?
a couple. Yeah, we were probably like maybe a month or two after I went in Burlington.
Yeah, we were almost in the same class. That's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So who are these owners? The people who went to your owners, I guess, who are FSC practitioners.
So Dan Hyatt and Robbie Ibram, they own the gym I work at, the Boozy
Okay.
Barbell. They're my homies. We love them. Yeah, they're really cool guys. They opened the gym a couple years ago, so I like manage there and I do my personal training and we all do FST and yeah. So
I guess what's your demographic and population that you typically work with? I know you mentioning about people with scoliosis or people with mobility issues, but who are your typical demographic population for personal training or FSC?
So it ranges. Like I will train anyone. The people that seem to gravitate towards me, I'm kind of known as like the mobility girl at my gym. So if we have clients coming in who have a lot of like chronic pain, like a lot of injuries, just overall like posture issues, right? That you can use with mobility work, fascial stretch. That's who I really like working with. Like I love seeing people go from like stiff and like in pain because that was me at one point. Like before I knew I had scoliosis, I was doing yoga every day, being like, I don't know how other people don't have to do yoga every day. Like everything hurts all the time. Like your back's not crunchy in the morning. Like I'm cracking in the morning. Like it's crazy. So yeah, like I love like seeing people progress over time, feeling better in their body. And that comes along with FST too. Like people get off the table and they're like, oh my God, like I've never felt this loose in my life. Like it's so rewarding. Like, yeah. So those people I love helping. And then I guess another little area of my career is I really like working with women and helping women kind of heal their relationship with their bodies and food and kind of align with their like menstrual cycle. That's like a whole other area that I'm kind of tapping into as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, and with being the mobility specialist that you are there, so you heard about Stretch to Win through the owners there, and did you have any initial thoughts about enrolling to the course, or did you have any hesitancy at all?
Yeah, like I think before I tried FST, I never really knew how impactful it was going to be for my business, for my clients, just like for myself too, because I'm lucky enough to work with people who do FST. So we practice on each other and we get that immediate feedback, which is actually amazing to keep like learning and practicing with. I didn't really have like, yeah, I guess the only hesitancy was like just not knowing how great it was until I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then now that I've done it and I've realized how amazing it can be for pain and even just like tension and stress in the body, I'm like trying to get everyone I can to come try it. And I'm like, no, you just have to like go on the table. Like I can't explain it to you. You try to explain what the fascia is to people and you can, but it's really like you gotta get on the table and try it out.
That's so true. Because I guess for body work, this type of thing, it's more of, your body telling you rather than you telling them how it is. It's a magical feeling because they
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I think another hesitancy was I wasn't as confident as I'm growing my confidence in doing like manual therapy, like moving someone. Like everything
Mm-hmm.
I had done, like I don't have like a massage background or anything like that. So like I'm not doing a lot of hands-on stuff. So that's what was so cool about the course is everything was so hands-on and it was like the feedback with the coaches and the feedback with like the other students that were there, all of that feedback just like I was amazing for like at least for how my brain works and for like my confidence of doing it on someone. Like I really love the way that that they taught it.
Yeah. I was like you, no background in manual work. And I think
Mhm.
you could probably attest is that you don't have that confidence or of
Mhm.
doing this, especially with most people. And then afterwards, at the end of the week, you're like, I do feel way more confident and I could probably help more people. So
Yeah.
it's just wonderful, like how they teach it there at Stretch to Win. And like I said,
Mhm.
the one-on-one feedback immediate, I think that's very important because we're spending there from 9 to 5, right? Stretching people with different
Yeah.
bodies, different individuals. So it's amazing that we can get this feedback and practice, continue to do that because with this type of work, it's you have to lay hands on bodies to get feedback
Mhm.
and to get better.
Yeah, yeah, and like for me, because I'm only like 6 months in, I think
Hmm.
those first few weeks, like trying it out on like my friends and my coworkers, I was still kind of nervous, but now I'm feeling like so much more confident. Like I have a couple clients that just come see me for FST and we're working on growing that business and I'm feeling like yeah like way more confident manipulating someone and kind of having that flow and like the feeling of like the tissue and what it should feel like and all of that. So yeah, I mean it just comes with time and practice, right?
Yeah.
So
What would you say to that one person who's on the fence about enrolling with the Stretch to Win course?
do it. Just do it. I would say like no matter what your background, like I think everyone can just benefit from knowing how to help somebody who is in pain like manually. If someone comes into your practice and they just maybe for some reason are unable to work out that day, amazing. Okay, we're just going to go do a little stretch and they still leave your practice feeling really, really good. Or if you have, like, everyone has pain, everyone has imbalances. Like, I haven't met anyone that doesn't have something going on in their body. So, like, really, like, the entire world is your, like, potential client at that point. So I
Yeah.
just, yeah, I love that course so much. Like, I'm already thinking about getting the next one, or like doing one of the ones where you can just, I think you just go for like a day,
The
and
refresher
the
course.
refresher
Uh-huh.
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really want to go do one of those soon too, just because, like, I want to, I don't know, bring like what I've learned and like go check up with the coaches and keep learning.
Yeah. I guess for you, what are some wins or success stories that you've had so far, just in the 6 months of doing this, that you've had of how fascia stretch therapy has helped your clients?
Okay, so my one of my favorite ones is, so I went to one event so far. It was like I was like a vendor basically, and I had this lady, and she was a little hesitant at first, but she had been through a lot in her life, and just seeing like a lot of the tension, like almost like emotionally too, just being released as I was doing like her hip stretches. Cause we hold a lot of tension in our hips, and they teach us that in the course. It's also like an emotional and energetic release sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like connecting with her after and having her tell me like how relieving it felt, and like there was like almost like a weight lifted from her, down regulation of her nervous system, right? Like the release of like tension. That was like so meaningful to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to do this for more people." And then I have this other gentleman. He's in his 60s, I believe, and he's always had pain in his right hip, and he came in because his daughter knows me and recommended him to me. He's always had pain in his hip. Like, he does yoga, he works out, he plays pickleball, like he's pretty active, he goes to the chiropractor, does all these things. I did like one session with him, and he was like, same thing as me my first time out. He's like, I've never moved like this. I've never felt like this before. And I was like, so excited. Like, it's working. It's magic. So just those, like, those little wins with people when they can get off the table and feel amazing. Even with like my clients, I'll do in between sessions sometimes if they're in pain, like being able to help them, or seeing just the stress wash away from people. Yeah. That's my favorite part, just helping people. Like with my like personal training clients, or like anybody, or yeah, so yeah, with my personal training clients, no, you're good. So with yeah, with my personal training clients, I'll kind of incorporate it with like the training. I have a
Mm-hmm.
couple clients who also have scoliosis too. So like they're in a lot more pain than most of my clients. So we kind of like mix that in with their training now. And then some of them do also come in for like a separate session of FST. So I do that. And then for everyone else, like for normal like FST clients, I'm just out here advertising and talking to people. And I have some people who come in like monthly, bi-weekly to see me. So that's kind of how I'm doing it right now.
Okay. When you have to explain to people what fascia is, who doesn't know anything about it, what do you typically tell them? Do you give them any analogy that you typically share with them?
Yeah, so what I normally say is it's a connective tissue that goes around all of our muscles, all of our like joints, bones, organs, everything. And then I like the analogy of like a knitted sweater. And if you think of a knitted sweater and then you pull on one of the strings, it kind of like pulls the entire fascia with it. So
Yeah,
if they're trying to visualize like certain issues in the body, right? Like you're pulling that one fascia that's going to pull all the fascia, and then maybe cause issues in places that you didn't even think of, I guess. And hopefully
especially
they get it.
especially for you. I mean, I guess most people who are coming to you with these, for FSD, what are some of the ailments or injuries that you typically have to, that they come with?
A lot of it is like hip pain, low back pain. That's like a common one. The lower body series of FST is really popular. Like people love the lower body. Yeah, and then my scoliosis clients, they're always coming in like, "Oh, this it's tight over here, but it's loose over here." And we have to, like, I know with them I have to strengthen over here, strengthen this side, because it's everyone's individual when it comes to scoliosis too. Like there's not like a set rule of do this many times for this many sets. It's like everyone is so different.
Hmm.
um so with them, it's really helpful too for me to feel the body, like we were talking, the manual therapy. Oh, you're way more tight in this glute than on this side. Like being able to move people and feel it, and then add that into like the personal training of, oh, I need to strengthen this part instead of just watching someone. It's like, I think it's like a deeper level of like understanding what their body needs.
Yeah. And I'm sure educating them on the importance of strength work and flexibility, it goes hand in hand, right?
Mhm.
We can
Yeah,
stretch all we
yeah.
want, but if we don't add that strengthening or stability portion, it's not, they're not going to make incremental gains in their recovery or injury.
Yes, 1000%. Like, especially like for me, with my clients who have scoliosis, certain parts of their body need a ton of stretching. Like, we're almost locked, and then certain areas need stability work too. So we do the P and F, right?
Hmm.
It was funny, like when I was in the course, we would do a stretch and say that the coach was using me as like an example. They'd be like, "Wow, Sam, you're so flexible. You're hypermobile." But then like another one, like my hamstrings are always locked. So when we would go to do the hamstring one, I'm like, "I'm not hypermobile. Please do not like just wrench my hamstrings back." Like it's like hit or miss with me. So yeah, that was that was funny.
As far as your long-term goals, so switching gears, what are some long-term goals that you have for your PT and your FST practice?
Ooh, I got tons of big dreams.
Okay.
So I kind of have like two areas that I like focusing on. So I want to keep going in the FST mobility, working with people with like chronic pain, different injuries, different like issues going on in their body. I just want to keep learning about that, learning
Hmm.
about the fascia, just expanding my knowledge with that so I can like grow my business in that area, and also keep like getting more certifications, like going up in the FST levels. I want to do that. And then also in the other area where I focus on like my women's health, like I want to keep helping women understand their bodies and understand like working with their cycles. That's like a really big passion of mine too. And then yeah, just kind of like combining like both of them. I really do like I'll work with anybody, but I really do like gravitate more towards like working with women, probably because I am a woman and I understand like all the different issues that we have going on, and
Hmm.
just like having people feel confident and healthy and stable, like on a physical level, emotional level, spiritual level, either even like getting into all that fun yoga, hippy dippy stuff. So, yeah. So, I mean, hosting retreats eventually is a big plan for me. I'm trying to work with like people in my community right now and do different events with other practitioners and other businesses. So, just working out of like a place of like love for helping people, and then I'm trying to attract all those people. So that's why when you reached out to me, I was like, "Oh my god, it's working. Doing cool things this year. We love that."
No, I love that. I think it's to have a worthy goal to have that, especially if you're passionate about those two topics, the two things, go for it. I think it'll help you to be recharged every day, knowing that, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I have a
Yeah.
passion and I know that this is something that's beneficial for them. So kudos to you.
Yeah, yeah, I really can't see myself doing anything else. Like I love helping people, and like the fitness world, fascial stretch, yoga, all of that has just made my life so much more full, and makes it also brings me like so much peace and brings me like down to earth. I just want to like give that to everyone else.
What were you doing before personal training? I guess to the health and fitness. What were you doing before?
So when I was in high school, I I was a silly goose. I wanted to actually be like an artist when I was in high
Okay.
school. We have like a very artsy high school here. It focuses on like visual arts and media arts. So I wanted to be like a painter, photographer. There's a very like artsy side of me. And I think that comes out in like the way that I design my posters and I make my videos, and like I still get to do some kind of artsy stuff. But yeah, that was my big thing before I got into fitness. I don't know, maybe I'll combine it all one day. Who knows?
Yeah. You gotta stand out, be unique. So who knows? And that's cool to, like say, collaborating on different perspective of your passion.
Yeah.
For you personally, where do you see fascia stretch therapy evolving in the future?
Ooh. I think a lot of people don't know about it. It's still kind of like not. Well, I live in Windsor, so we're right by Toronto. So like my area, actually a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the personal trainers know about it. I think in other areas people don't know too much about fascia. Everyone's always like pronouncing it wrong and being like, "What facials? Like what? I don't know what that is. Like what do you mean you're connective tissue, right?" I think there's going to be a huge awareness about fascial stretch therapy for pain. It's not just going to be massage. Like maybe massage therapists will start learning more about the fascia and like doing FST.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that there's a huge like energetic, like almost like release of energy and emotions combined with the fascia. And I'm still learning about all of that stuff. But I think it's also going to kind of evolve into that area too, combining like the manual therapy with releasing emotions and working through old traumas and old pent up energy. So I'm really excited for that too, because I've kind of been diving into that myself. Like I've had people leaving my yoga classes like crying, but being like, I just felt like I had to release something, like something was coming out, like I'm crying, I don't know why. And this like hip stretch that we did, and I'm like, that's okay. Like your nervous system wanted to release that energy, like it wanted to let it go, and allowing yourself to be in a position of like a yoga pose or having someone else moving your body to let out that pent up tension is so healthy for us. So I'm really excited to see like where fascial stretch goes with that, where the world goes with learning how to like regulate our bodies that way, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, I think there's a common theme actually with what you're saying. I think the different practitioners like ourselves is people learning to regulate their emotion. It's we live in a society where everything's on a screen, and we I think we've lost that part of ourselves where we learn how to deal with emotions healthily. And it's something that might be the next thing that people are looking towards. Besides mental health, I mean, it plays, I mean, such a vital role. Emotions and mental health. I hope.
Percent, yeah. And like the body and the mind are so connected, and we don't realize it. A lot of people don't realize like how connected it is. Like when you go and finish a workout, like why do you feel so much better? Because you moved your body, you let out all that extra energy that was like pent up, right? So
Mhm.
I think that it's amazing that we kind of get to see that as practitioners and witness like the difference in emotions as you move someone through FST or help someone or push someone through a workout, right? So, yeah, I guess that's also the other area that I'm kind of like in my business like it's going to go somewhere eventually, like the more emotional, energetic work. I don't know like how or when, but it's there. I can kind of see it.
Yeah. For you, what marketing or sales strategies have you found most effective in like attracting new clients or even retaining them? So what's worked for you in your practice?
For FST, I've been to, yeah, like I said, I've been to the one event. I know the coaches recommended going out and like doing little mini FST on people. Yeah, so when I did that in the fall, it was like people were lining up being like, "What is that? Can I go next?" Like people like loved it. Seeing like the visual and then getting them on the table, that works so well. So I have some events planned already for this year, and I'm bringing my table. And
Nice.
yeah, I'm so excited because yeah, I'm just so excited to have people on the table and have them feel like how amazing it is. Yeah, so you really have to see it and feel it and put yourself out there at these events and like talk to people. And then obviously word of mouth too. So a lot of the people who have tried FST with me, when
Hmm.
they're recommending it to like their parents or their siblings when they're like, I'm in pain. Oh, I went and did FST with Sam. Maybe you should go try it. So that's kind of where my FST business has been coming from. Posting a lot of videos online, I'm trying to do that as well, but I think more it's the word of mouth. That's always been like my best way of growing my business and my personal training and yoga as well.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm not familiar with Windsor, but is it a bigger population compared to, like, say, I don't know, Toronto? I mean, how big of a population is it?
No, it's like a fourth of Toronto, I think. It's smaller. It's probably I think like 300,000 people. It's not like crazy big.
Okay.
Not crazy big. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not as big as Toronto,
Hmm.
but there's still a lot of people, tons of people to go around, we have that abundance mindset, there's enough business for everyone in my brain.
Okay. Okay. I just didn't know because, like, when I think of Ontario, I think of Toronto. So just didn't know geographically how big these cities are that I'm talking to. So my last question for you: how do you, I guess, try to grow your business organically, naturally? Is it word of mouth? Continue to doing what you're doing? I guess what would be your ideal way to grow organically?
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm always talking about it to people. I gave like a bunch of my clients or all of my clients like a half an hour session.
Hmm.
And then I'm really just trying to get out into the community this year.
Okay.
Like I'm looking for so many events that I can be a part of to bring my table to and yeah, just practice on people, have them tell people about FST. I'm working with my chiropractor actually. We're kind of doing a little collab. I know a couple other chiropractors. Yeah, so like basically getting some referrals from them too because I send so many people to my chiropractor and like vice versa, so that's really
Uh,
amazing. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm trying to do more things in the community, right? So like businesses that might not even be in the fitness industry, but they're still like part of the community and then doing events with them. So like in March I'm doing a matcha and yoga event and I'm partnering with like a local coffee shop. So all those people from the coffee shop are going to come and see me. All those people are going to go that I advertised to are going to know about the coffee shop. Like little cute things like that.
okay. I like that. I think I myself am trying to do that too, since it's growing, but not as the pace that I wanted to. So I think it's getting more involved with different community businesses like yourself because
Mhm.
I've just been, with the many podcasts that I've been doing, a lot of practitioners have been saying, referral. I think that referral source is such a key and important part for our business because once you have someone that felt it, they will continue to refer people, right? Whether if it's their
Mhm.
friends, family, or even to businesses. It's something that I'm learning as a business owner is how do I continue to attract new clients or retain them because we need to help more people.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like even as an example, like so one of my FST clients, the one who does the pickleball and had like all the hip problems,
Hmm.
he offered to like bring a poster to like the pickleball facility that he goes to. And I just had an idea this morning actually of like asking him if I could bring my table on like a busy tournament day and just have like my little setup. Or like I have a client who does baseball and when they have tournaments just bringing my table to the park and giving little mini sessions to people. So tons of options like that too. Like it's really I think comes down to putting yourself out there.
Hmm. Okay. And then hopefully you're not that shy of a person. It seems like you're pretty outgoing. So I mean,
Oh yeah. I feel like
yeah.
I can talk all day to
Okay.
anybody.
Yeah. Well, Sam, thank you so much. I really appreciate your input. Your story, obviously. This podcast is really geared towards practitioners sharing their
Mhm.
story, how they got involved, why they're doing it. It's important that, obviously the audience members to learn more about what fascia stretch therapy is and how we became certified, which is through the Stretch to Win Institute. And for those of you who don't know, obviously Chris and Ann Frederick, the founders, originator of Fascia Stretch Therapy, you can go learn more to find a practitioner near you, or you can become a practitioner like Sam and I. All you have to do is just go to stretchdoing.com and find that. But yes, thank you so much for hopping
Yeah,
onto
thank
my
you.
podcast.
Yeah, this was so fun. First podcast ever.
Woohoo! And then for those of you who are following, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the Stretch to Go podcast. We release a new podcast episodes every Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard. And for those who are wanting to learn about what Sam is doing out there in Windsor and to get even book a session, Sam, I would love for you to share with the audience how people can reach out to you to learn about what you're doing and book a session. So feel free to share social media handle, email, your work location, and then, of course, a way to book a session. So go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, for sure. So my Instagram is sam.mcintosh with 2 H's. I think you're going to link all those in the show notes anyway. And then I have like a little link in my bio to fill out my fascial stretch form or my personal training form. Or you can also email me at sam.mcintosh11@hotmail.com. And then also you can book a session through my gym's website. It's the Boozy Barbell. So either of those options work. And yeah, you just message me and then we can figure out a time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, appreciate you. Hopefully you will continue to expand your knowledge in FST and maybe get level 2 someday soon.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you having me on. This was so fun. And yeah, maybe we'll both do level 2 at the same time. That'd be fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Sam. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.